Stewart here from Drone Film Guide, the channel where we learn to fly like filmmakers. Having a bit of fun up north in the Scottish Highlands with the drone teleporter effect. More of that in a second. Now, because our channel has grown strongly, we are attracting the attention of brands that want us to use our influence to bring your attention to their products or services. So what are you trying to sell us today, Stewart, I hear you ask? If you're in the US and you want to make some money with your drone and fly commercially, you need to pass your Part 107. That requires a fair bit of preparation. Now, there are different routes you can go down, but one of the best is a good quality, credible, successful online course like Drone Pilot Ground School. 20,000 people have been through their system, and you can see the reviews independently verified on their website. They are universally positive. Their system is so proven and so credible that they underwrite your success. In other words, if you fail your Part 107 having been through their program, they will refund the Part 107 test fee. So if you're thinking about doing any of this and making some money with your drone, check out the link in the description below to Drone Pilot Ground School. There's a $50 discount code embedded in that. Drone teleporter effect is probably best demonstrated by example, so let's jump into Final Cut and take a look at how we did this. We need two similar rocket type selfies essentially. So if we look at this one, we're flying up, we tilt down, and we gradually transition into a bird's eye viewpoint. Now, strictly speaking, we could start this teleporter effect here. So we have two bird's eye selfies essentially. And up we go, we keep going up. I'll speed this all the way up because this gets speeded up as I'll show you in a second. So we speed up, and until we get to the top, we start to tilt up, and we keep tilting as far as we can go. Tilt, 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 start to reveal that big blue sky. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And that is the end of the first clip. Now, that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? The second piece, you could say, is where the magic happens. The second piece, we do exactly the same. So here's the raw material. In fact, we start with just a simple bird's eye here. Speed this up, we fly all the way up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And when we get to the top, we start to tilt up and reveal the big blue sky. We keep going, keep going, keep going. Big blue sky. Two identical shot types. Where the magic happens is we take this second clip, we flip it upside down by going to rotation here, and we put that to 180 degrees. There, it's upside down, and we reverse it. So in the case of Final Cut, we go to Modify, Retime, Reverse Clip. Now look at this. The end of the first clip finishes with the big blue sky. The start of the second clip begins with the big blue sky, and down we come, upside down. Speed this up a bit, and down we go, 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 and there's Alina at the bottom. It's as simple as that. We can now do some finessing, which I'll show you, but that's how it works. You have two rocket type selfies, one of which is reversed and flipped. That allows you to merge those two blue skies, create a seamless transition as the drone kind of goes up and over and comes down to meet you on the other side. A couple of things to note here. The second clip, which you flip upside down, has to look good upside down. So this is why lying on the ground works particularly well. If we flipped upside down the first clip, that just won't work because the grass will be at the top of the screen and the sky will be at the bottom of the screen. That's just not going to work. So there's a reason that clip is at the start, and the one that is flipped upside down is this one, where quite frankly it doesn't make any difference whether it's upside down or not. It's Alina lying on the ground. So that's the first thing to be aware of. Second of all, the technique works best when you have a blue sky with no clouds, because you have to blend these blue skies. Now here, for example, we have quite a clear jump between the two clips, even though we have a blue sky. The way we got around that was just to add a simple cross dissolve in between. So you can just add a short cross dissolve. Doesn't have to be a second long, just bring that in, and that blends the two in nicely. So even playing here at real time, that looks pretty nice as we go up and over and join the second clip. Now, as it happens, we're going to speed all that up anyway, which blurs that transition even further. So let's do that now. We don't want this clip to last 2 minutes, so we go here. Now in Final Cut, the way we speed up smoothly is we select the clip and press Shift B, and that creates a time remap, a speed ramp I should say. If we speed this up and go fast 20 times, and zoom in a wee bit there, this grey bar means that you have a nice smooth transition between real time and fast. Way, there we go, it's nice and smooth. Now I want that to be even faster actually, so in this section at least I'm going to, about here, do another one, press Shift B, and I'm going to take this middle section up to 4000% speed. And let's see how we get on with that. Up we go, up and over and down. Whoa! Pretty much done. Depending on your clips will depend on how much you speed up and where you speed up and all that kind of stuff. You need to play around with it, so please do let me know how you get on in the comments below and link to any work that you've done. There's one finishing piece of the puzzle that we need is a little bit of motion blur on all that speeded up section. I'll put a link in the description to a motion blur plugin that we think works fantastically for Final Cut. If I can just find it here in the titles, there it is, motion blur, and I'm going to put some moderate motion blur on here, and you just put that on the whole section that you've done all the speeding up on. And if you take this piece for example, this is without motion blur and this is with motion blur, and it's so essential to create a nice smooth cinematic look. Thank you to one of our viewers for bringing our attention to the drone teleporter technique. I've linked to his work in the description below so you can see what he did with it. A very nice example indeed. If you really want to get into drone cinematography, learn to fly like a filmmaker, do check out our 8-hour drone cinematography masterclass version 2.0. We're in our second incarnation now, second year. It's been tremendously successful, so I definitely recommend that you check that out. And as I was saying, for US drone pilots who are planning on passing their Part 107, do check out Drone Pilot Ground School, link in the description below. As I say, they underwrite your success with the quality of their course. Do stay tuned, we've got lots more content coming and it's an exciting time here at Drone Film Guide, so we will see you next time.